Hi Ian, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Not too bad, thanks. What are you doing now?
I'm learning English. And you?
Me too. By the way, I have some interesting questions. Would you like to discuss them with me?
Um, okay, go ahead, please.
Okay. Why do you think people go to college or university?
I think attending college or university helps us to gain knowledge.
So you think attending college or university helps us to gain knowledge?
Right.
Okay. Parents are the best teachers. Do you agree or disagree?
I agree. I think parents always help their children to receive the best things.
So you think parents always help their children to receive the best things?
Right.
Okay. Food does become easier to prepare. Has this change improved the way people live?
I think easier to prepare food helps us to save time.
So you think easier to prepare food helps us to save time?
Right.
Is knowledge from books or knowledge from experience more important? Why?
I think learning from books helps us to save time in gaining knowledge.
So you think learning from books helps us to save time in gaining knowledge?
Right.
Okay. A company wishes to build a large factory near your community. Do you support or oppose this plan?
I support this plan. I think building a, building a large factory helps the local economy to develop.
You support this plan because you think building a large factory helps the local economy to develop.
Right.
Okay. If you could change one important thing about your hometown, what would you change?
If I could change one important thing about my hometown, I would build a hospital. This would help people to access better medical conditions.
Okay, so you think if you could change one important thing about your hometown, you would build a hospital. This would help people to access better medical conditions.
Right.
Yeah. How do movies or television influence people's behavior?
I think watching movies or television helps people to learn behavioral ways from different cultures.
So you think watching movies or television helps people to learn behavioral ways from different cultures?
Right.
Television has destroyed communication among friends and family. Do you agree or disagree?
I disagree. I think watching TV helps people to become closer.
You disagree because you think watching TV helps people to become closer.
Right.
Okay, the next question. Would you prefer to live in a small town or a big city? Why?
I prefer to live in a small town. I think living in a small town helps people to become closer.
You prefer to live in a small town because living in a small town helps people to become closer.
Right.
Okay. When people succeed, it is because of hard work. Luck has nothing to do with success. Do you agree or disagree?
I disagree. I think without luck, hardworking people may fail. For example, a hardworking student may fail if he gets sick right before his exam.
Okay. You disagree because you think without luck, hardworking people may fail.
Right.
Okay. In your opinion, how should a good neighbor be? A good neighbor.
Um, in my opinion, a good neighbor should have two qualities. One is kind, and the other is sympathetic.
Kind and sympathetic.
Okay, right.
Okay. Why do you think people visit museums?
I think visiting museums helps people to review their past.
You think visiting museums helps people to review their past?
Right.
Okay. Do you prefer to eat out or prepare and eat food at home? Why?
I prefer to eat at home. I think eating food at home helps family members to become closer.
You prefer to eat at home because eating at home helps family members to become closer.
Right.
Okay. Should class attendance be optional or compulsory for university students? Why?
Um, Class attendance should be compulsory for university students because I think um, compulsory class attendance helps universities to manage their students more effectively.
Okay, you think compulsory class attendance helps universities to manage their students more effectively?
Right.
Okay, universities should invest equally in sports activities and libraries. Do you agree or disagree?
Uh, I agree. I think investing equally in sports activities and libraries helps students to develop their potential.
Okay, you agree because you think investing equally in sports activities and libraries helps students to develop their potential.
Right.
Okay, the next question. In your opinion, what are some important qualities of a good supervisor? A
Uh,
good supervisor.
in my opinion, a good supervisor should have two qualities. One is knowledgeable, and the other is flexible.
Knowledgeable and flexible.
Okay, right.
Yes. Um, a new restaurant may be built in your neighborhood. Do you support or oppose this plan?
I support this plan. I think building a new restaurant helps the local economy to develop.
You think building a new restaurant helps the local economy to develop, so you support this plan.
Right.
Okay. Do you prefer to learn by yourself or with a teacher? Why?
I prefer to learn with a teacher. I think learning with a teacher helps students to study more effectively.
Okay, you prefer to learn with a teacher because learning with a teacher helps students to learn more effectively.
Right.
Okay, um, it is better for children to grow up in the countryside than a big city. Do you agree or disagree?
I disagree. I think growing up in a big city helps children to access better medical conditions.
Okay, you disagree because you think growing up in a big city helps children to access better medical conditions.
Right.
Okay, should governments invest? I'm sorry, should governments spend more money on improving roads and highways or on improving public transportation? Why?
I think government should invest. Government should government should spend more money on improving roads and highways. This would help people to travel more easily.
Okay, you think governments should spend more money on improving roads and highways because this helps people to travel more easily.
Right.
Okay, the next question. In your opinion, how should a good co-worker be?
In my opinion, a good co-worker should have two qualities. One is sincere, and the other is workaholic.
Sincere and workaholic.
Right.
Okay. Um, a large shopping center may be built in your neighborhood. Do you support or oppose this plan?
I support this plan. I think building a large shopping center helps the local economy to develop.
Okay. You support this plan because you think um, building a large shopping center helps the local economy to develop.
Right.
Okay. Um, why do you think people are living longer?
I think better living conditions helps people to live longer.
Okay. You think better living condition helps people to live longer.
Okay, right.
Yeah. Um, in some countries, students have jobs while they are still at school. Do you think this is a good idea?
I think this is a good idea because I think having jobs while still at school helps to students to extend their relationship.
Okay. You think this is a good idea because, in your opinion, having jobs while still at school helps students to extend their relationships.
Right.
Okay, the last question. A person you know is planning to move to your town or city. What do you think this person would like and dislike about living in a town or city? Why?
I think this person would like the people in my town because they are very friendly and sociable.
Okay.
However, this person would
Would
dislike
dislike.
would dislike the lack of recreational areas because this causes this person to become bored.
Okay. You think this person would like the people in your town because they are very friendly and sociable.
Right.
However, you think this person would dislike the lack of recreational areas in your town because this causes this person to become bored.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh, that is very interesting conversation. See you later.
See
Thank
you
you very
later.
much.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.